And it's
a stock is a stock.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's like the backpack thing.
Yeah.
It's going to look like a fucking backpack frame. And guess what? If you put carbon on it and the other guy puts carbon, they're both going to look like carbon fucking frame sheets.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's copying each other. It's just fucking, it's small little gains. It's just like with everybody, every year we come out with a new bow. Do you think that bow is vastly different than Hoyt's from last year? No, it's you may be going backwards. But most of the time it's just small little change, just like in optics. Each couple of years, Swarovski or whoever comes out with a new optic. And is it vastly different than the model before? No, it's just a little bit better.
Sometimes guys even like that previous model for whatever reason it might be.
Yeah, it's like I've talked to lots of people about certain Kifaru frames, and I like the duplex frame, the heavy duty frame. I've talked to people that love Exo, and they love the K3 over the K4. And that's not a knock on us. Every body type's different, but yeah, it doesn't necessarily something to come out with something new doesn't mean it's better. It could actually take a step back. Generally, you'd hope that it doesn't, but this arguing is, don't get me wrong. You know me, I like to argue, but it's like they copied this, and did they? I don't fucking think so. We fucking said from day one, if you look at the stock that we made, it has a lot of bones from the fucking Gunworks. Gunworks didn't want to make a Tika. There's no fucking fight there. I've talked to Aaron. I've talked to Landon.
We asked him on the podcast.
I showed him the stock, handed them the stock. There's no people want to make animosity where there isn't any animosity. So
get it done, bitches.
Hello, everybody. This is the Shoot to Hunt podcast, and my name, you all know it, is Ryan Avery. And my co-host here is, Mr.
It's Jake.
You mean Mushaney?
No, it's Mushaney.
Oh,
You've been
it's
over this.
Mushaney.
You've been over this.
Damn it.
You need to take those damn Crocs off
Yes.
and wear some real man's shoes.
Wow, you're aggressive today, Mr. Mushaney.
My T levels are currently pushing 3,000 right
Holy
now.
crap.
Yes. My beard is down to my knees. Yes.
Your veins, they're flowing.
They're flowing, and I must be at 5,000 by the end of the year.
You're going crazy.
Well, the Crocs are thinking this every time you get in them. How fat is your ass?
Really?
Fat, round, and ready for this podcast, my friend.
Let's jump into it.
Let's go.
Day 2 of the carnivore diet, animal-based diet, I should say. Jake, besides being sick, we're both sick, so we got the Mormon clap. How are you doing?
Good. I can't really tell yet. Hit the gym 4:30 this morning, sick as fuck. Still pushing 225 for sets, so I can't really tell if it's I haven't felt that like the carbs are gone or something yet.
Yeah, and you're also sick, probably on cold medicine, so it's also like a little trick to the system, I imagine.
Yeah, we sound funny.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the Western Hunting Expo.
So I just realized I bought that wasn't the one.
You bought a different one?
That's a fixed one. The folding one is not going to be out till May, it said. So I just fucking jumped right on there to try this knife. So Houge is coming out with a new foldable, replaceable blade scalpel knife that has some pretty badass features. It when you fold it at a 90 degree, it has an ejector. So you just push a button, it pops the blade off. And then when it's all the way open, the blade is unable to come off. And these are your standard, number 60 scalpel blades that we all been using. I saw Alan Bullen had it on his Instagram there. I didn't see it at the show, but so I jumped right on the website. It looked just like it, but it's the fixed one. It's not even the folding one. So just wasted that money.
They fucking snookered you.
They did. They just fucked me on that one.
So that thing, the blade basically pops itself off when it's done.
Yeah, when it was at a 90, he pushed a button basically, and it fucking just popped that scalpel blade right off. When the one that we're always trying to almost lose our finger trying to get the blade off.
Wrestling off, yeah.
Yeah, it either snaps, and I usually when it snaps off, I'll use the blade side to kind of pick up that back tang to get it up over the lip and try to push it forward. But you're always at risk of fucking slicing something.
Yes, and then getting them on, it's they don't have really a fix for that, but it's a challenge too. But that cut proof that cut-proof glove helps.
Yeah, so I just bought that motherfucker, the orange one called the Expel scalpel, and it's not the full. I did it too fast, and then I was like, oh no.
At least it was cheap, $114.95.
Yeah. Now I'm going to buy it again once it comes out the folding version. It said May. They're expecting in May.
You pretty much, I go back and forth. Like I didn't use a scalpel blade this year. I used knives.
I saw that.
Because I'm tired of finding them in the woods, but that's just irresponsible people that need to pick their fucking blades up.
Yeah.
But I used the Dragonfly from day 6, and I used, it's a Gargali knife, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's their most popular one. If you've seen the video on RokStok I did with them at the Western Hunting Expo, which we're going to talk about, it's that one. It's got like a, I maybe have either the flu or the keto flu. I can't think of the name of it. It's like a drop something blade belly knife in the knife. There's a technical name for it. I like that kind. Can't think of the fucking name of it. Got the clap.
Brain fog.
But yeah, the Western Hunting Expo is what we're focusing on. Trying to get through it before we forget about it, which it was a week ago, and I've already forgot about most of it. So we may have waited a little too long.
There was some cool stuff, but there was nothing that,
There was some stuff that I already knew about that kind of rekindled in my brain to talk about. Probably, I guess we'll go with yours first. What jumped out at you?
You put
Well, one of them's your name. Yours is on here, so I didn't want to.
Was the Wiser?
Yeah.
All right. So Wiser Precision has the, what do they call the current tripod head? Bring up Wiser Precision there, would you, Luke? I always forget the name he calls it.
The new one's called the Ridge something.
Yeah.
The Ridge Master or the Ridge.
Yeah, but the Nighthawk. The Nighthawk is the original one.
Yeah, and the new one's called the Ridge. God, it was weird. He had a name for it, but Ridge something. And it was kind of cool little ball head.
I don't know that he's got the new one.
I don't think so.
On the site. He has a little Bino clamp on there. Is that pull up that Bino clamp, says new.
Actually, that Bino clamp was
left.
pretty sweet. To the left, it says new. Right there, up, right there. The BA7 Sparrow Bino adapter. That actually is pretty cool.
He's funny with his names.
Yeah, the other one's are weird name. It's Ridge.
Yeah.
Something.
So the Nighthawk is already pretty badass. He's the new one he came out with was even lighter, and it's a ball head style. And it's a detent ball head, so it rocks forward and backwards, stays on track, and then of course pans left and right.
Yeah,
and you can kick it off that detent each way.
And it has a little kind of like a fishing pole, has a little drag setting. It's pretty cool.
I did a reel with him when we were at the show, and he goes in and explains it all. It's on. I can't remember if we put it on Shoot to Hunt or Unknown, but it's on one of those two.
Yeah, he's very inventive. Got to give it to him. Those little damn engineers.
Yeah, he's talking about middle of the year, I think, for that one.
Yeah.
He's got those little just down a little bit there, Luke. Oh, there's the show there. Mm-hmm. I wonder if we can't hear that through this though.
I gotta fucking get a better memory. I guess hopefully this carnivore diet will give me better memory.
That's what it's supposed to do.
The
cognitive function.
The draws came out from that today, and we didn't draw shit. I guess we gotta get a bigger name in the industry.
Dude, I saw 3 people with the last name Christensen. I saw Remy Warren, and several other people that had identical last names. And if you imagine the amount of people that put in for these tags, it's probably statistically impossible.
They claim it's random. It's hard to prove. It's like the elections. It's hard to prove otherwise.
Yeah, so he's got that. The little Bino is basically an Arca with 2, almost like little carbon fiber strips. It was some new material he's got there that won't break, but
yeah, it's like Dyneema something carbon. Or,
yeah,
I don't know. Special recipe.
Wrap around any number of binoculars, and it's nice because the Arca ends up centered.
Yeah.
Underneath the binoculars.
It is. And imagine the really right stuff, cinch, but on a way more simplistic skeletonized form.
And lighter.
Way lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it say that weighs, Luke? That was the other coolest part right there. I forgot all about that. So the bottom of that Arca adapter has a nice hole in it that'll fit in the end of your trekking pole. So you can flip your trekking pole over and basically use it as your tripod.
Yeah, to steady it up. If you're on the move and you can't have time to bust your tripod out, you can just flip your trekking pole over and bam.
Zoom that thing in there. Was away.
Scroll down. There you
Man,
go.
you're about to. We have to bring red over here.
0.65 of an ounce. Not even an
Half
ounce.
an ounce.
Yep, half an ounce.
Pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
He's got that new head coming out middle of the year.
That'll be cool.
He's got those pulleys. He said they've made so many of those damn pulleys. His guys are getting tired of it. They're so popular. Remember those paracord pulleys to pull an elk out of a hole?
Pinch pulley.
Yeah, pinch pulley.
Still, I think the prize of the back out of there, Luke. Those sticks go down a little bit. Those quick stick trekking pole adapters might be still the belle of the ball.
Yeah,
because those things are light and actually got a lot of uses.
$37.
It's cool to see these smaller boutique places kicking butt.
Yeah, he's doing great. I think anybody that can go to a show and spend money on marketing that way has to be doing pretty decent.
Yep, 2.4 ounces basically. Yeah. I've been using this product. Kind of forgot about this product, but I went by the Cryptic Eastman's booth, and they're using in their tag hub, but it's called Spartan Forge, and it's a mapping software. And it's gonna be a problem for the big boys. It's gonna be a problem for Onyx. It's gonna be a problem for Go Hunt. They did it different. They did it backwards. Well, I shouldn't say it. Kind of asked backwards. They attacked the whitetail market, more private land, deer hunting, Midwest, Eastern hunters, and then they expanded into Western hunting.
I think I've seen that before. How it kind of maps what the route the whitetail deer will take, depending on like the little valleys and shit and the way the winds move.
They got it all, and the thing they have is like they have LiDAR, which bring up LiDAR, Luke. It's like a topo look on crack, and it's light detection and ranging.
What's the name of the software right now?
LiDAR.
Yeah.
They have LiDAR mapping software in there, and basically it shows you the true terrain. Knocking down all the trees. That's the actual physical footprint of the ground, and Spartan Forge is going to be big.
Is that what it's called?
Yep, Spartan Forge. It was meant. I think the dude was a Navy SEAL that started it, and like I said, they didn't. All the other ones, Onyx, Go Hunt, Base Map, they all started in the West. Well, this started like literally some of the pickiest people, fucking whitetail hunters are some of the pickiest people on earth.
Yeah.
And they started with it has all the features for whitetail hunters, which do translate into a lot of things we do in the West. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Spartan Forge mapping system.
Oh shit. Spartan Forge.
Yep. Yeah,
Nice.
some crazy shit in there. And I like their weather, how they have a whole bunch of cool little features. Anyways, go check it out.
What else?
What else?
What else?
I like Lamper's new seat pad. You saw it. I only seen pictures of it. You saw it in the flesh.
Well, I already wanted another one. You gave me one.
Yep.
I like it. I wanted another. We were going to get another one for Mason, and we looked over, and you could tell that it was a bifold. And Luke was there. I was like, "Oh shit, that's badass." Then you can fold it. Only takes up half the fucking room. It's basically so it's a 2 foot by 1 foot pad about, and now it folds up 2 foot by 6 inches basically.
About 6 months ago, I called Lampers and said, "Hey, I'm tired of packing around this big fucking seating pad." I said, "Let's make it half the size." We have the half-ass hunting academy.
Yeah.
I said, I don't like to steal shit from other people. I said, you can make the half-ass pad.
Yeah.
Because, make it smaller. I didn't think about folding it.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And I don't know, 2 months later, he sends me this picture of this fucking fold up seat. He goes, "This is what we're coming out." I was like, fucking genius, because you still get the surface area if you want it, but you can fold up. Because the thing is, you put on the back of your backpack, it is big.
Yeah.
And it takes up, but if you have pockets to zip into, you got to fucking physically take off the old pad, get your shit.
Now it'll fit on the side, like the Nalgene
Sides
pockets
underneath
or whatever.
is where I'll put mine.
Yeah.
On the bottom, because you always have those fucking cinches on the bottom. So solving problems.
Best sit pad on the market.
Bar none. There's a lot of fucking imitations. That's the best one.
What's the actual Luke? Jump on there. What is the name of the website they got to go to get that?
It's stealthy. I think it's stealthyhunter.com.
Stealthy with an H in there, huh?
Yep. Like healthy,
stay
stealthy.
healthy.
Yep. Just go to shop or gear, either one. But it's right there.
There you
Oh, he's smart. He's blowing out the old ones.
Yeah.
We're giving up his dirt. He said, we did a podcast with him yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. He said that his new one should be up around the 1st of March.
Yeah.
So that glassing pad's $40. If you don't own one, the old one, I used the hell out of the old one. And everybody, and Ryan gave me a few. I gave one to you. I gave one to Forum. I've given like 4 or 5 out, and everybody that I said, you think sitting pad, and you think, well, I can just cut up an old Z pad. That's what we used to do, the little fold up pad, sleeping pad, cut them into thirds.
We still got a bunch of those.
Yeah, and the thing that those are nice, but this thing, dude, this thing has has orange on it for one, so you can, when you fucking need to be seen, you can flip it around. But you can also, there's Luke and Brian McKenzie using it in the field. But it's a cutting board. You can set it down and set shit on top of it. It has a little sleeve, where the form goes in. I always throw shit inside of it if I need to I always throw my brass in there, it seems like, inside of it, just to hold on to it. And cool little feature, but it'll even be more utilitarian when you can fold it in half.
Yes.
The glassing pad. That's the name. It's pretty unique. Glassing pad. Anything else? Well, you got anything else?
Yeah, I saw this new stock walking around at the Hunt Expo called the RokStok. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Stone Glacier had it at their booth, and every time we obviously have a biased interest in it, so every time we'd walk by, there'd be a lot of people looking at it.
Oh yeah,
quite a few people could win it. You can still win that Stone Glacier rifle by going to shoothunt.com and entering. I don't know how many people. I would guess 50-ish. Either literally grabbed it when I was in my backpack, or said, "Hey, let me look at that." So that's pretty cool.
I got a lot of "Hey you, hey you."
Yeah.
Stop.
Hey. Yep.
Is that the stock?
Yeah. Can we see it?
That is the stock.
Yep. I showed the boys from Expo. They had it on their backcountry podcast.
Nice.
Yep. It's pretty cool. They're going to get one to review. There's a few different companies.
I heard you showed it to Aaron Davidson.
Yep. I did show it to Aaron Davidson. He said it was a little radical, but he would love to have made that if his marketing would have let him, or something like to that nature. Yeah.
I got to imagine he could do what he wants if he wanted to.
Yeah, he said that there may be adjustments to it, but so far I don't think so.
Yeah.
Don't know. The market's going to figure it out soon.
Well, there will be a Lite.
Yes, there's a Lite version coming, and it's going to be obviously a scaled down version. It's going to be a 1/2 inch overbore instead of an inch. Or sorry, it's going to be a 1/4 overbore instead of a 1/2 overbore, 1/2 inch overbore. And basically short. Try to hit 17 to 19 ounces.
Yeah.
So it won't be, like Form said, it won't be as functional. It is for the guy that's looking for the lightest stock, lightest shootable stock on the market.
Mm-hmm.
So sheep hunters, crazy light mule deer hunters, ultralight backpack hunters.
You should say the lightest stock, but actually still having some fill inside.
Yeah, because you could look at can't think of the name, the Wildcat. I think that's what it's called, the Wildcat stock, or the stock that came over from New Zealand, or like the Kimber Montanas. They are basically just a shell that holds the stock.
Even the FFTs kind of remind. So when we need to put a cup or a stud or anything on those FFT, the Christensen FFT, how they got it lighter for the next year. Mm-hmm. When you get in there, we actually have to add epoxy inside to give it something to hold on to. Because as soon as you get through that shell, there's nothing in there. No.
There's nothing like deadening. You can kind of tell that people are funny about this sounds hollow or this makes noise. Well, most of the stocks you end up getting are painted in some way, so that does take away a lot of that hollow sound. And then the people say, well, can we put more foam in it? But then those are the same people that bitch that it's heavy. So you really can't win with those people.
Yeah.
You can fill it full of 8 ounces of foam, but guess what? It's fucking 8 ounces heavier.
Yeah.
So to me, it's never been a problem. I've never been sneaking up on something and that hollowness cost me an animal.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's the guy that fucking wants a rifle that doesn't kick and knock down trees.
What about Kifaru's new frame?
Ark Frame. I still don't have one. Aaron Ray Schneider. Where the fuck's my frame at? The industry's funny. We were talking about this the other day. People say, "Oh, they copied this frame." Or, "Oh, they copied this frame." Well, if we're gonna get technical, Granite Gear made the first carbon frame. So technically, if anybody copied it, we all copied. Well, not me. I have no part of it. But they all copied them. Mm-hmm. So people say, "Oh, we copied Kuyu," or Kuyu was the second one to go mainstream with a carbon frame. They say, "Oh, Kifaru copied Initial Ascent." Well, Not really. If you literally look at the fucking frame that Kifaru made, it is a duplex Lite in carbon form. If you place it next to the initial ascent, yeah, they're both carbon frame sheets, but they look vastly different. So it's people always got to start shit. It's just like people kept saying, "Oh, you guys copied or Altera copied you, or you copied our." We didn't fucking talk to each other, and we made them basically at the same time. So there was no copy, and they did their thing, we did ours.
Yeah.
They have some similar. It's a fucking stock. They're gonna look similar.
Yeah.
So it's funny how people get all fired up.
What's his name, the Altera guy? The head guy.
Drew is the owner. Todd is the marketing guy. Todd.
So I stood there talking to Drew. I was telling him about our short action bottom mag, and a while into the conversation, he finally brought up the stock. and then so I was trying to. I didn't want to have my son sitting there with the stock in his hand, so Luke had it.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't want to make it awkward, and then you went up there. Fucking set the stock next to his stock.
Yeah, Drew, it was just Todd was there. It was like at the end of the show, and I just set him down on the table. And Todd's like, "Get that shit off my table." But then we had the conversation about, "Hey, I didn't talk to you about this stock, or nobody from Unknown or Rock, and nobody talked to anybody.
Yeah.
We just made stocks,
Yeah.
and they happen to be have some similarities. In a lot of ways, they're vastly different.
Oh yeah.
And it's
a stock is a stock.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's like the backpack thing.
Yeah.
It's going to look like a fucking backpack frame. And guess what? If you put carbon on it and the other guy puts carbon, they're both going to look like carbon fucking frame sheets.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's copying each other. It's just fucking, it's small little gains. It's just like with everybody, every year we come out with a new bow. Do you think that bow is vastly different than Hoyt's from last year?
No.
No, it's you may be going backwards. But most of the time it's just small little change, just like in optics. Each couple of years, Swarovski or whoever comes out with a new optic. And is it vastly different than the model before? No, it's just a little bit better.
Sometimes guys even like that previous model for whatever reason it might be.
Yeah, it's like I've talked to lots of people about certain Kifaru frames, and I like the duplex frame, the heavy duty frame. I've talked to people that love Expo, and they love the K3 over the K4. And that's not a knock on us. Every body type's different, but... Yeah, it doesn't necessarily something to come out with something new doesn't mean it's better. It could actually take a step back. Generally, you'd hope that it doesn't, but this arguing is. Don't get me wrong. You know me. I like to argue, but it's like they copied this, and did they? I don't fucking think so. We fucking said from day one. If you look at the stock that we made, it has a lot of bones from the fucking Gunworks. Gunworks didn't want to make a Tika. There's no fucking fight there. I've talked to Aaron. I've talked to Landon.
We asked him on the podcast.
I showed him the stock, handed them the stock. There's no people want to make animosity where there isn't any animosity. So it's a fun little industry.
It's really hard to come out with something new.
Yep.
That nobody's ever seen before. I mean, it's a rifle, it's a backpack. What can you really do to set yourself apart? Like
you're talking about that Houge scalpel, the Expel.
Yeah.
It's a fucking knife. But they did something a little different. That if it works the way it said, it literally takes away from you cutting your finger.
It's really about fixing problems.
Yep.
If you solve a problem for the public, whatever it might be, a hunter, whatever, you solve a problem, and it'll get noticed.
Oh, it's just like, let's say what the RokStok does. It helps in a lot of ways for help shooting in the field. Well, what you've done with your bottom metal, that's helped, in my opinion, help the feeding issues, the plagues Remingtons. You can put I always make it wrong, the ACIS.
ACIS, yeah.
That mag in, that has a lot of inherent problems. Your mag fixed. You making it longer fixed the problem.
Yeah.
Did you reinvent? Is it vastly different than any other magazine? Nope.
No. But it does something nobody else is doing.
You fixed a problem that existed in the fucking previous models. Yeah. Good times. Good stuff.
Yes.
I guess we ranted enough about that. I still think that one of the coolest things is the new Leica rangefinder binoculars. And they are faster than I thought they were.
What?
Yep.
I already bought these damn Soros, man.
It doesn't matter. You're not going to be mad you bought. Let's start. You are never going to be mad you bought Swarovski binoculars.
But you have to play with them again.
Play with them again so you can set the time.
Oh.
So it gives you your range, your solution for elevation, and your windage. And you can set those times. But you know what else it does? And haven't checked this out, don't know the varying degree, but they put the WES in it. So it has they don't call it the weapon deployment zone. They call it something else because Leica doesn't want to ever be perceived that they're actually killing things. So it gives you a percentage of the hit on the range. You put in the solution, it tells you the percentage of hit, and you can do beginner shooter, intermediate shooter, and advanced shooter.
Oh shit!
And you shoot it, and it goes through range, dial up solution, elevation solution, windage solution, and the percentage that you'll hit it.
Wow.
So, and what I didn't know, and they don't know, and I'm trying to get Luke's trying to get a hold of Hamilton, their tech guy. Does it calculate recoil like the Wes does? Which, anyways, it's kind of cool that they put that in there.
Well, Zeiss is going to be here for haha. We already get that guy to make sure those are here. And
No, it's Leica.
oh shit,
You're talking the big three.
the big three.
Yeah, Zeiss and Leica and Swirl, but they've always been one of the leaders in range finding, and strength. The range finder, the first one to come out, the cool.
Is that like the 2800.com and the 3200.com? Is that okay?
And this one's the Geovid Pro AB Plus. They got a kind of cool little brown, kind of make it look different. I didn't like their Pros because they're really slow. Not vortex slow, but pretty damn slow. So he said he could change the time in there, and he showed me, and it's not as fast as the Swarovski. It's not as fast as the Revix. The Revix are really quick too. But the Leica, I still think that, in my opinion, my eyes, the Swaros have a little better glass, but there's no denying the Leica rangefinder part of it's better, stronger than the Swirl one. But it's also, we're hunting distances. I've never been handicapped by the rangefinder and the Swaros in a hunting scenario. Always getting 1,800 yards.
Yeah.
For the Leica, probably would go 2 or better for everything.
Were you using those when we were ranging at the Night Force ELR last year?
The Leicas or the Swaros?
No, the Swaros.
Yep.
Really?
But we're going to take the Revix are better. I mean, the Revix shoot out to 3,000 a lot. So we'll take the Revix. Because you know where the target. It's not like you're searching for it.
Yeah.
The Revix, to me, it is probably the best system that I've seen still, as far as a rangefinder, putting in your windage, blah, blah, blah. But man, the fucking glass hurts my eyes after a while. You got that problem right there. Looking at targets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, I did pick up a Crown Precision Arms. They have this AR. This other guy told me that he's good guy, Zach Owens, told me to go check out this AR. He shoots wolves with them. This fucking AR is like 4 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, and I went and picked it up, and it was and I couldn't find the place. I went back and said, Zach, where the fuck is this place? He's like, no, it's in an African safari booth. And I'm like, well, no wonder I can't find it. It was right behind Savage. Anyways, this little fucking AR is like 4 pounds, and he uses it for wolf hunting. It's pretty sweet.
Huh.
The light little sucker. Yeah.
Is he bringing it? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they make bolt actions, but go down to that AR platform.
Left. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what it's made of. It's got like a skeletonized back end. And what does that sucker weigh? Does it say? Of course not. Nothing cool shit. But it had to be, it was sub 5 pounds. It was in the 4 pound range. It was freaking light.
$4,200.
4.1 pounds. Fuck, that's light for an AR.
Yeah.
So, hey, speaking of that noise, you talked about building a AR-10. Where are you at with that?
We should do it.
I want to build a 6th Creed. You should build a 6th. I have one. I just need to change the barrel out.
You have a 10?
I have a 10, but it's in fucking 260. We can swap the barrel.
What is the build? Like, is it a Seekins or?
No, it's a Christensen Arms CA10.
Huh.
And
okay.
I don't know why in God's green earth they'd make it in a 260. It feeds like absolute shit.
Really?
But I imagine it'd feed the 6th Creed beautifully.
Yeah, that shoulder would definitely feed a little better.
And I talked to Gene, and they said they'd send me a
AR-10, bro.
AR-10 6th Creed. But you should build one.
Yeah.
Because Forum says they won't feed, and we should go see if he's right or not.
Well, we should do a 22 Creed and a 6 Creed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make a note. We'll get some shit going.
Yeah, and outside of that, there's all the usual suspects. Argali has a sweet little new knife coming out. Oh, the knife, the Serac. That's the knife I used. This Argali Serac knife. It's got that dropped. Fuck, I can't think of the name of that knife blade angle.
I just know drop point.
Maybe it's just drop point. Maybe that's just it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pricey. 210.
Light as a church fart.
You know, the whole idea of a fixed blade just makes me nervous. If you get out there, all of a sudden it's super dull.
Well, he also sells a belt buckle with a sharpener on it.
Yeah.
It's got a deep belly.
I think that's one of the pros of the disposable blade knives, though. You get something dull or you break one, you just pop a new one out.
It is just drop point blade. That's what I was thinking of.
Drop point.
Yeah,
Trying to make shit complicated.
Yeah. Well, I'm sick. Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheap knife. All right, you didn't blow up any bows?
I did not go test any new Hoyt bows this trip.
I did see Jake's face on the wall.
I was gonna
with a big
say
circle
they're looking for me. Couple years ago at the Hunt Expo, I don't know shit about bows, and I dry fired the carbon one. I didn't know that was a no-no. Literally had no idea, and it's one of Ryan's favorite stories.
Still the greatest. I just picture the whole. There's a shit ton of people in there.
There was a lot.
And Jake just walking up, grabbing a fucking Hoyt, reaching back, and just letting her fucking go.
Everybody was looking.
Well, sound like a bang, like a gunshot going off. I mean, I wasn't there. Jake just tells me, dude, I was rolling. I was crying.
I'm sure there are rifle listeners right now that have no idea about a bow that you're not supposed to do that just like me. There's got to be somebody out there.
Obviously. I mean, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
But they're allowed.
The funny part is like being in the industry, like being the part and then having no idea.
That brings me of in the industry. You had a guy call you or email you about 20 question you about the 6UM.
Oh yeah. We were just talking about this
6.5
Yeah, so he was asking about different so speeds of the 115 and the 156 and a 20 and a 24-inch barrel, and a 6.5 SAUM improved, and then a 6 SAUM improved, which is the 6UM. And he was asking questions, about barrel life and how many times you can reload the brass. And I was answering it was like question after question, right? And I'm answering the questions. Finally got to where, you know what, dude, like these are high-performance cartridges, and you're shooting that because of the performance, not because of the amount of barrel life you're going to get or the amount of reloads on the brass. It's a fucking hot rod. It's a 383 stroker that's supercharged. It's a Ferrari that costs $700,000. And for these type of high performance cartridges or cars, you're not asking how many miles am I going to get on those tires. What kind of miles per gallon am I going to get when I put that race fuel in my fucking Ferrari? Well, you're not doing it for that reason. And we don't shoot the hunting rifles too. We do practice, but you don't shoot the hunting rifles too much. And so about the 6.5 SAUM improved Jessica's rifle, I'm not even anywhere near barrel life on that, but it's already killed several animals. When it gets that way a few years from now, maybe we'll know. But I know you love to shoot your fucking 6UM, so you've already been through a bunch of barrels. But
yeah, but I slowed down drastically on this last one.
Yeah.
To me, you have your daily driver and you have your hot rod. You have your weekend guy. You're going to go out to the car show, or you're going to go on the little Sunday drive with the wife, and you fucking have what you drive to work every day.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be the same. Like literally, I did burn down the barrel in the first 6UM. I just want to know what it'd be. You get over, and I was hard on it, and I got 700 rounds.
Yeah.
So people say, "Oh, you only get 400." No.
And it's really because you wanted to know.
You
wanted to know what the barrel life was.
Let's be honest, and this comes back to people fucking. They think they do something they don't. I could probably count on my hands how many people I know that actually burn barrels down, and most of them are comp shooters.
Oh, yeah.
People that actually burn barrels down are fucking a percent of a percent. It's not even. So for you to come and say, "Oh, I'm probably gonna," you're probably not. You're probably not. What I say, you're not that guy.
Yeah, definitely not.
You're not that guy.
And build two Tikas, build one in a 6UM for killing, and then build the other one in a 223 and shoot the living shit out of it. Leave the factory barrel on it. I mean, Form's got what 10,000, 15,000 fucking rounds of 223 down one factory barrel.
I think he's approaching 20,000 rounds,
and it's still fucking hammering. So just do that. Just shoot the shit out of a 223 in the same form factor, just like the competition guys do. They got two chassis with a cheaper one to fire, and then their competition gun, and go that route. Yeah,
you're not getting into the performance and getting long life. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So it's always, and I know you have. I could not do what Jake and Blaine and his sales team does. I couldn't fucking listen to you people calling in every day.
I understand. I try to put myself in their shoes, and there's a reason why he's asking. He's trying to compare the two cars. It's not like he's comparing a 6.5 PRC to the SAUM Improved Plus B. It was he either wants the 6UM or the 6.5 UM, basically SAUM Improved. And he, just when you get to that point, don't worry too much about barrel life.
And what do you, like the thing is, in my mind, how I think of it, you're probably going to get, let's say 200 more rounds. The big Scopa thing, you're probably not going to burn it down anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Whether it's the 700 from the UM or the 900 from the 6.5 UM.
Mm-hmm.
Who fucking cares? You're probably never going to get there.
Yeah.
And if you do, shit, that's a lot of money just to burn that many rounds through it. You probably have enough money to get another fucking barrel.
Yes.
So it's...
Yeah, if you're burning a barrel out on a 6 UM at around $5 a round, what is it, 600 rounds?
700 rounds to the 6 UM.
That's
$4 a piece just for the brass.
Well, I'm just going to call it $5. That's $3,500.
Yeah.
That's nearly the price of another Tikka rifle.
Yep.
If you talk about it that way,
So you're not really, I don't know. People, I get it. There's a lot of tire kickers, and you guys got to answer all those phone calls because you do have buyers in there. And then you have the guys that don't even fucking ask questions. They just buy 2 rifles.
Yeah.
It's like there's no in between, it seems like. It's the one dude or the other dude. And then you got to, I shouldn't say that. You have the tire kickers, then you have the straight up assholes. And the fucking assholes, they'll ask you 40 questions. You know who I just called you one yesterday. I went on the phone. You know who you are. I know you're listening. You fucking asked 40. You already have your mind made up. You just want reassurance from me or Jake or whoever. And then you do the exact fucking opposite. Fucking assholes.
It happens. There's that one guy.
Yeah, I'm on a rat there.
I have heard
Jake's got to sell him. I can just bitch about him.
I have heard heard Form talk a couple outfitters into a combination of rifles. After they have all their big hitters, a 223 short suppressed Tikka, just leave the factory barrel in there, just cut it down, and then a 6 Creedmoor is what he's talking them into. So between the two, you can't buy. Can you buy a 6 Creed in a Tikka?
No.
No, you got to rebarrel.
Literally, Kelly's making a 6 Creed. You got to tear the barrel off.
Yeah.
He's just keeping everything bone stock except for the barrel's getting changed out to a 6 Creed.
And I hope a fucking RokStok.
Well, he is. I just told him it'd be, a little bit down the road.
Yeah. Okay.
Because let's be honest, I love Kelly death. He ain't gonna run out and shoot it very often.
Yeah.
So he could be in the second iteration.
Yeah. But between the 6 Creed and a 223, you can get a lot done.
Yeah, and if the funny part, we just went back to those with the cow elk hunts, and we go in, and I already know what's gonna happen. And it happened to your son going to the shooting school because he was shooting a 300 rum, and by the end, this is an outfitter that's been outfitting for 20 plus years. And he was bigger is always better. And then in 3 days going through all we did, now he's ordering from you, 223s and 6 Creeds?
Yes. 2 and 2.
It's very interesting. I will say we're very good at our selling part of it, I guess, once we come and talk to you and show you.
When you see the bullet kill, that's all you need to.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They're impressive little killers for what they are.
Do you want to talk about your the unpleasant confrontation you had with another forum owner?
No, but I will say I want to get Jeff Brozovic on here.
We're ready for you, baby.
Yeah,
Come on.
it will be there'll be no.
Let's have it out with the 6 millimeters.
6 millimeters. We'll just keep the task at hand.
See, I'm still going to continue talking shit about this, even though I see it. I'm not like 1,000% convinced. We need one more season.
We do. And Jeff, I respect the dude. He killed a lot of things. He's seen a lot of death. He has his views, which are okay. I had the same views, and then I kind of been seeing, like I said, we gotta do both sides. I've seen both sides in action.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff is a wealth of knowledge. Jeff, he's amazing shooter. He's amazing at freaking actually shooting. I should say he's amazing at explaining the art of shooting in a lot of ways for long range hunting, and he's done so much good for long range hunting. But there is this whole other side developing with the smaller cartridges. Bullet designs increased. We have little hot rod cartridges, which they had hot rod cartridges in the day, but they didn't have good, in my opinion, they didn't have good bullet selection. And now we do. So there's a whole nother side, growing that he would be great because we could, and it's not like an argument. It's just he has his opinion. We have ours. And you're in the middle.
I am in the middle. I'd like to hear, his, I'd like to hear both sides, to be honest with you.
I say this on RokStok all the time. I'm a pot stirrer, so and we were deer hunting with Jeff, and Forum was deer hunting with us. And this is the first time you met them both, I believe.
Okay.
Remember, we were deer hunting in Montana.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and him and Jeff were talking, and I said, Jeff, this is the dude that likes to shoot elk at 223 at 600 yards. And that's all I had to say. And the thing is, is they just had discussions, and they both had very good points on both sides. So I think it'd be an awesome discussion to have.
Yes.
Yes.
We can even put Foreman here at the same time.
Yeah, it'd be, and there's not a wrong answer.
Yeah.
It's just different schools of thought.
Bottom line is if the fucking bullet kills consistently, it kills consistently. There's really no argument at that point. There's proof in the pudding.
Dude, there is no arguing that a 300 grain bullet doesn't just knock the shit out of things better than probably any other bullet.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to fire that weapon system.
Yeah.
So there's more to it than just the big bullet, big powder thing. There's also fucking physics, and you're getting rocked by some of that stuff.
Hey, I did order that 37 cal barrel from Carbon 6.
So Jake just said, 33 XE is just not enough.
So fuck all you 6UM guys. We're going the other direction.
Yeah, so we are fucking going full send on a 375 because Burger just came out with that big ass bullet.
It's a 408 or a 409 hybrid. Got to do something with that. So I'm going to change my 33 XE to a 37 XE.
What? It's like a 8,
it's like a 1.
It's
like a 1 G1.
Is it really?
Well, I mean, it's right there. Let me look it up now. I think it's a fucking 408. Hey, look at that. Luke, 408 hybrid target, 37 cal.
Burger.
Yeah, so I told Gene about this. Gene, I'm going to need a 37 cal barrel here pretty quick. We're going to shoot some big ones. I think I bumped it to a 26 inch.
You pussy.
Try and keep that velocity up a little bit.
Sure, well,
Well, because the velocity is going to drop down.
24 would be sick though, because you probably can get 3K out of Oh, fuck.
I don't think it'd be, well, it may have been, because it was 30, mine right now is like 3080, the 33XC.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be a hammer.
So you adding 2 inches there, going to be 50 feet per second more, so I'd probably be 2950.
Probably adding 5, go down.
Hey, go to the bottom there. Blow that up.
No way.
This ain't the bullet.
This ain't the bullet.
Wrong bullet, sir.
I wonder, I bet you're doing at least 5 more foot-pounds of recoil.
And it's at that point with one of the big ones where it's already kicking the living shit out of me. May as well just try a little more. Like what?
Because what's your gun weigh? 10 and a half, 11 pounds?
It's like 9.9.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I think mine's 10 and a half. I wonder
It'll
what
be
the difference
10
is.
and a half now.
Yeah. What scope you going to run on that thing?
Same one. It's got the 4-32 on there.
You could.
That's just going to be fun though, because we could hit a deer at the same time with a 6mm and a 37 cal.
Yeah, but you know what's be interesting? Oh, dude, a 37 cal is gonna you think a 400 grain bullet.
Yeah.
But like I said, it goes back to when I shot that deer with Robbie. Full house, 100 yards, no reaction. It'd be interesting. What was I gonna say?
It's already leaving a 1/2 inch hole, just with the bullet itself.
It would be interesting to see the difference.
Yeah.
What the heck I was gonna say?
Did you figure it out now?
You
Yeah,
can put that
4.
You can put that 7-35 knife force on there because you're only gonna shoot it for that comp anyways.
Oh yeah. May as well. It's already gonna be heavy.
Yeah,
Give it a
won't
little
even be
more
that
weight.
heavy. Like get around 12 pounds.
It's gonna be 12 pounds.
It won't hit you in the face every time you kick.
That's a truck gun. There you go. Look, 928 G1.
928.
928.
410 grain bullet, 928.
410 grain hybrid target from Burger. A bunch of people. This bullet came out, and I read all the notes underneath where all these guys pissed off. Oh, what? No, this bullet. No, this bullet. No, that. And I was like, oh yeah, I could do something with that.
If you have any fillings or crowns, they're gonna come loose.
I think that I still think the Nimrod is the perfect stock for a big hitter like that. It soaks it up a little bit.
Dude, you have to try the RokStok with that.
Fuck. At least we could test it. See if we
can
can handle it.
Hey, Don said he thought it would take it.
No, they told us 375 H&H.
Oh, was it? I
And
thought it
then
was
30
Chi-Tech.
I don't. We're gonna have to ask him. Be like, hey, I'm gonna build this 37XC 410 grain bullets. Can it take it?
He's gonna have you sign a waiver.
We're gonna fucking do it anyway.
We have to. It's our job.
That'll be good. But the goal, the Nimrod stock overall is definitely designed for bigger. It's bigger all over the place. Longer in the front, longer in the back.
Luke had a question too. Before we forget, and it's basically revolved around the discussion we had the other day in the caliber conundrum, the 7 PRC versus 7 mag. He says, my question is, for a custom rifle chambering, do you find over the life of the rifle barrel, the 7 PRC is inherently more accurate than the 7 mag? When you consider load tuning over the life of the barrel, is one easier or more consistent over the other?
It really hasn't been around long enough for people to have that information.
You can say this. The 7PRC Hornady Smart, they optimized it for the length to shoulder, the bullet into the shoulder.
Yeah, the 180 ELDM is what
it's optimized for. So that bullet should be accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still probably gonna have to run it up. You're probably gonna have to do a little bit of freaking seating depth still. But I don't think there's. If you have a 7 mag that's accurate, it's fucking gonna be just as accurate as that 7 PRC, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like you said, if you're talking about like Sammy chamber versus Sammy chamber,
yeah,
that 7 REM mag is designed for like a 160 grain bullet.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what you want to shoot.
Out of the gate, like if you're just using factory, probably the 7 PRC probably going to be easier to shoot, tune, and load.
Over time.
Just go and shoot. I shouldn't say tune because if you're just using factory, you're stuck to what they have.
It is easy to tune. Our competition guns with the 190s, one liked N565, one liked H1000, but they still tuned.
Once we found the powder, we talked about in the podcast yesterday, same stick, same reamer, same person, same day, vastly different. One hates 565, one loves it.
Yeah.
And we have them within 20 feet per second now with here's H1000, right?
I don't remember.
And 565. And once we found the powder, it was just butter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was whacking still.
We really need to start shooting already.
We do. And I already have 50 loaded. We don't know why we're waiting.
Before, I remember I had bought like 1,000 of those 190s that were all same lot number. We got to figure out how many bullets we got left. Might need to buy like another lot and stick with those.
190s,
Yeah.
It'll be a lot cheaper for me this go around. I don't have to buy the rifle.
Yeah, but we did have to buy a fucking $3,500 scope.
Yeah, 28.
And I don't think I'm gonna get no triple. I was just talking to Ken about this, the whole triple pull thing. I'm gonna stick with my double.
Well, you won't be matchy. One of us will have all the answers. One of us won't.
Yeah. I'll borrow one.
Just fucking take that one. They won't even miss it. Say, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, I don't think there's that big of a difference. I don't.
What are we talking about now? Oh, between the. I would prefer to take the newer age cartridge. Like a 6.5 Creed's very easy to tune. We know how long the barrel life is and the bullets that it shoots well. And the 7 PRC is going to be no different. 300 PRC is the same way.
They made it right.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke, do we have to talk about this rifle?
You got speak pipes too.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. We're sick. We're delirious. We're behind the curve.
Sorry for the hacking.
Hi. We're here at the Expo. We're scared of people. I see people everywhere, but I came for the gun, so thank you for letting me enter. Now I appreciate you letting me win. Let's go.
Let's go. So that was somebody that put in for the Stone Glacier rifle giveaway, Maven rifle giveaway. Yes, that's awesome. Well, you didn't say who you were, so we can't. I guess you did.
She sounded like she was 10.
It could have been a boy. I mean, it could have been
a young boy.
A young boy.
Yeah.
So, if we could, we would pick you, but that would be fair to all the other contestants. Unfair.
It's definitely automated. It's a raffle press plug-in. You hit pick winner and it does the winner.
But boy, we like your commitment.
Nice.
We will send you a swag bag just because of that.
Well, you're gonna have to reach back out and tell us who you are first of all. Huh?
I think we have his email.
Oh, because of speak pipe.
Maybe.
All right.
Luke, do we have an email?
If we got your info, we'll send you something. Otherwise, reach out.
Reach out. podcast@shoothunt.com because that was very nice.
Nice.
All right.
You're kind of short.
Already listen to that one.
Yeah, so my question is, I listened to the podcast a whole bunch, and I'm just wondering, are some of these classes at the HaHa, will they have a lot of repetitive information? Like, for example, the bullet class by Ryan. I listened to the bullet ballistics podcast with Form, and I thought that was awesome. But I'm just wondering, is it going to get kind of duplicated in the class? Thanks.
Well, I think what you're going to get out of the class, you're going to get a presentation.
Yep.
So we're going to have actual bullet pictures of death.
Yep.
And then, of course, we're on hand to answer questions, all that good stuff. But go ahead.
What I have is, yes, there will be some similarities, but what I have is actual visual representations that aren't in the audio part of what Form is talking about. I have some videos, and it's kind of like I do have some interactive thing. Like I'm going to ask, it's what do you guys think this is? What happened here? Was this a match bullet? Was this a bonded bullet? Was this a match bullet? And then kind of take you through the process of why match bullets are better for killing animals. So, yeah, a little bit, but I would say half of it, no, you've never seen before.
It's actually funny you brought up the haha. So we're like T-minus 2.5 months at this point, May 4th and 5th. I'm actually in the process of building the vendor packet right now. We have about 25 vendors now, maybe 30. All quality manufacturers coming in from local or from some distance. Outdoorsmen is coming in. They're going to teach a tripod position shooting.
How to shoot off tripod.
Yeah, of course, they'll have all their new tripods out here. They're new made in the USA carbon fiber goods. Hard side hydration is coming out. Who else did we just secure? Buck knives. Zeiss,
buck knives. We have another one that was coming. Wilderness athletes.
Wilderness athlete
with outdoorsmen's.
Yeah. But lots of good vendors. So on top of the classes that we'll have, we're going to be doing some advertising in the local magazines and whatnot. But tons of good vendors. We will have they have this system at the Hunt Expo where you can put on the Oculus and you could go and you could pretend like you're hunting and actually kill animals. A bear will run at you, all that kind of shit.
The weird part is Jake missed just as many as that he did in actually the Night First Steel Challenge.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Well, there's going to be a big ass TV where you guys can compete against each other. But
yeah, put the high score.
Yeah, we got a couple rifles with the Oculuses that'll be out here. The local CDA Bowman Association is going to do something with an archery competition. And we'll have half price Cerakote, so you guys can come in with a whole box of disassembled parts. And while you're here over the weekend, we'll get all those single color Cerakoted for you, again, half price. Any products you buy while you're here get to be installed for free. What else we doing? Food trucks, all the good shit.
Food truck.
Bounce house, just in case you got to bring your kids with you.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's called Game. Sweet. Yeah, so I just bought it. It wasn't really expensive. It was $600 for the rifle stock with the trigger and the little holder up front. You got to already have an Oculus. But I think we may end up trying to make that work. And I'm going to give it to my machine guys and make it work in a RokStok. So instead of having that wood fucking stock, we're going to mount the remote and the trigger inside a RokStok.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, yeah. So we got one coming. We'll get it all figured out. But it was pretty badass because you literally, deer, elk, moose, they're like running around in front of you, and that one where the bear's approaching you. You can pick which animals you want, even birds and that kind of shit. But, yeah, so we'll have that out here. But really just a lot of like-minded people. You'll get to interact with all the vendors and whatnot. Friday night, if you happen to purchase the full set of classes for $399, we're doing some special stuff Friday night. We got Earl Ware coming in for live music. He's a local country music singer. He's also the big daddy of the meat sticks, who apparently is opening up for some more meat stick business. So I know I've been telling you guys the ultimate meat sticks are kind of on the down low.
He was down and now he's up.
Now he's up. So it's Earl Ware with Double E Meats out of Post Falls, Idaho. And tell him that Shoot to Hunt sent you.
Yeah.
And tell them you want them mean-ass meat sticks that they love.
I don't mean this to sound gay, but it's the best fucking meat stick on the market.
We eat a lot of meat sticks. There's a lot, most guys may like the meat sticks from their local guy, but these are just...
Dude, I ate so many in one sitting, I got the fucking meat sweat, dude. And they are fucking delicious.
Nice. And he'll do, he just told her that he does this honey sriracha that we got to try next after we're off the carnivore deal because of the honey.
Oh, shit.
A honey sriracha. We do the pineapple cheddar, or not a jalapeno cheddar, and teriyaki is really good.
Oh, they're fucking delicious.
Yeah, but Double E Meats is my favorite guy for our processing.
It's fucking rolling right in.
Live music.
Yep.
We got to figure out what else we're going to do as far as dinner and whatnot is concerned.
Yeah, we're going to have a video. Probably, at the moment, it's probably going to be Jake's and our Montana hunting trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah.
Be a little video premiere, 20-minute or so.
Yep.
And you'll be able to talk to everybody will be there, and hopefully all the vendors will be there. It'll be a good opener on Friday night.
We'll have a bar. We'll have some alcohol.
Yes,
loosen you up a little bit.
I was just talking to Tanya about. We got to get that lined out.
We really just have to figure out the dinner part, like how we're going to do it.
Yep, we'll figure it out.
Yes, but so the haha event, May 4th and 5th. Make the time. It'll be worth it. There'll be a lot going on, and you're supporting Shoot to Hunt, and
yep. We also have 4 bear spots left if you want to do a 3-day shooting school with Forum and go bear hunting. Kind of like proofs the system. You do your train up and you go kill a bear with Absaroka Beartooth Wilderness Outfitters.
I'm going to still say Absaroka.
Absaroka
Beartooth Outfitters. So 3 days of shooting with form and then 3 days of bear killing. These guys have, I think it's a total of 75,000 acres of private ranch land that you'll be hunting on. So you guys will be driving along, watching the snow line, looking for the bears. So this is the second week of opener, and the bears are literally just coming out, and they're hungry as fuck. All they're doing is eating all the green in sight, and you'll definitely see some bears.
When we were over there shooting cows, Cliff was the guide's name, right? Cliff?
Yep.
And he was talking about all the bears that they have passed.
Yes.
Like, oh, there's a bear there, but he was only like 5.5, maybe 6 footer, and he wasn't the right color. So you're not only going to see bears, you're going to see a lot of bears. And if you want to shoot a color phase, which to me, I see a lot of black bears.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see a lot of color phase.
Yeah.
They have the color phase bears, if that's what you're looking for.
I would prefer that.
Yes. And you're going to see multiple bears according to them. I've never hunted it, but those guys are straight shooters.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is a chance where you want a color phase, never shot a bear, it's a chance to get some great shooting instruction and actually shoot a bear and put it tested.
I don't know when this will come out, but the timing on that is the end of April. It's like April, right at the end of April.
Yep. And
this year.
6 people total, 4 left.
I did just have a guy talking. He was asking me a bunch of questions for 2 guys.
Maybe 2 left. So if you hear this, better hop on there.
What else?
This rifle.
Oh, that rifle. And also, I was going to say, I believe we're going to do a rifle giveaway here at the Haha.
Oh, sweet.
Somehow, some way, and it's going to be for, like, must be on site to win kind of situation. Tika build.
That's pretty high odds.
RokStok, yeah. That's definitely going to happen. All right. The rifle you guys are watching, if you're on YouTube here in the center of the table, is an XLR chassis. This is a little different because it's the Element 4.0 aluminum, but it has the C6 buttstock on the back end. This guy is going to be shooting mostly off a bench. It's a 300 Norma plus P. It's got a big fat steel barrel on there. Night Force NX8 4-32, Vesper action, and this long accurate mag. And of course, we painted the bipod, that Atlas Cow bipod, to match. He'll be shooting suppressed, but this is for a very particular type of customer, and he's going to be super happy with it. This thing was shooting like 2 inches at 650. It's just going to hammer.
Those are the buttstocks we have on the our chassis guns for the.
It is.
They are freaking nice.
Very comfortable to shoot.
Yeah, so you can pretty much mod that to any shooting position or any weird body position. Like if you're like a hunchback and you got warts on your head, you can make it fit your body, make it fit your frame.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice. It's a cool little pattern. Never seen that before.
Yeah, looking good.
All right, we have rings to give away, and then we'll get out of here. All right, Colin Atchison. I think that's how you say it. Atchison? Colin Atchison.
AITCH.
They do this shit on purpose. They just can't get a normal name like John Smith or John Johnson.
How about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith?
His name is my name, too.
Shit. That's enough of that.
Yeah. Get a hold of us. You can get Premier rings or Tika rings. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Anything else?
That'll do it.
Thanks for listening.